Hi everyone, thank you for watching. In today's video, we will be learning the 5-ball triplex. This looks a little something like this. This trick is especially useful for linking with a 5-ball sequence. It's one of my favorite ways to go from a 5-ball normal multiplex into a 5-ball cascade like this. If you cannot do the 5-ball multiplex pattern, please watch that tutorial first. Made it the other day, and you will need to do that throw, this multiplex throw, in order to do the triplex. By the way guys, I'm not 100% sure if triplex is the official name, so I want to apologize in advance for that if I have been mistaken. Anyway, just taking 3 balls. The first step is to throw the multiplex throw exactly like it is in the 5-ball multiplex pattern. So just take your 2 balls, and then the top ball is going to go high on the other side, the bottom ball is going to go low on the same side. So just do that throw like this. It's exactly the same. The only difference is it's a little bit higher in this pattern. So to get the balls higher, you may want to think lifting, not just throwing with the wrist or with the fingers, but lift your actual arm with a bit more force than you previously did. The more force you have just going up, the higher both balls will go. There's no real need for any additional flicks or extra power with your fingers or wrist. It's mainly just lift the arm a little bit higher. This is also useful for controlling the pathway of the balls. If you do too much flick, they might go back or off to the side, but if you just go up with the arm, it's easier to know where they're going to be. So anyway, practice this multiplex high a few times. So up like that, up like that. Doesn't need to be mega high, but just up, up. Once you're comfortable with that, do it obviously in both hands. And then we're going to add in the last ball. So now all you're going to do, multiplex from the hand that has 2 in. At the same time, you're going to throw the other ball just up like that. That's all it is. So multiplex, and at the same time, up like that. So down, all 3 up in the air, like this. Try that from both hands. You may notice it's making a nice little triangle in the air. If yours is doing that, then that's good. I think that's pretty much what we're aiming for with this pattern. So try one hand, then the other. Just keep doing it. If you can do this, this is the most important part of the trick. So if you can do this, you can do the trick. Now take 4 balls. There's 2 steps we can do here. So first, just holding 2 in each hand, we're going to throw 1 ball initially up, and then we're going to do the triplex. So let's start with the ball in the left hand. I'm going to throw that up and over. Then obviously you're going to do the multiplex from the hand that has 2 in. So that'll be my right hand. So first one, normal throw, then the multiplex. As you can see, the multiplex goes underneath, multiplex. Then obviously try that, both hands. Now what we're going to do is start out with 3 in one hand. So this is a really similar thing, but we're just starting from the ball in the other hand. So now you're going to throw that one, the first of the 3. You're going to throw up, triplex. So up, triplex. This is just getting used to starting with another ball coming from the other side, basically. This is also useful for practicing catching the 3 in one hand. Just a quick note, When I catch 3 balls in one hand, I always get the previous 2 and I move them so I can catch the third one in this position. So it's always the third one is catching there. So wherever the first 2 balls land, say I catch them here, I'm going to move them before that third ball lands so I have space for the third ball to land where I want it to land. Because this is the hardest ball to catch because you've already got 2 balls to hold on to. So you need to make sure that you have a good space to catch. And this is where I catch most comfortably. So I always make sure that I manipulate the other 2 balls in order to have that space there. If you're unfamiliar with 2-ball manipulation exercises, then I would recommend my own tutorial for that. I'll put the link in the description, but it is a really useful thing to practice to have this sort of control over the 2 balls. It will really help your 5 balls and in general just multiple balls in one hand patterns. So now the final step, you're going to have 5 balls in your hands. To start off this pattern, we're simply going to do 2 high throws. So just normal, like you would for a 5-ball pattern, maybe even a bit higher at sort of 7-ball height, but at the moment it's whatever feels comfortable for you. Just 2 high throws. Then guess what the next 3 are going to be? They're going to be the triplex. So 2 high, throw them all up. Don't worry about catching them straight away, just throw them up. Once they're up, that's step 1. Step 2 is to catch. So step 2, now you catch them. To continue, you have multiple options, but for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to split each triplex up with 2 high throws. So high throw, triplex, high throw, and then catch them, do the triplex, continue. High, triplex, high, triplex. Catch them all, add 1 at a time, or even just add high throws, and then after high throws, add another triplex, etc. High, triplex, high, try. This is a really good one to get back into the 5-ball cascade. To do that, all you have to do is start your cascade from the hand that didn't have the 2 balls in. So for example, if I'm going to do triplex from this side, so the 2 balls is going to be in this hand, it means I'm going to start the 5-ball cascade with this hand. High, triplex, because it's from this hand, means I'm going to start the cascade with my left hand. So high, triplex, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, there is no additional trick to this. It's literally as simple as making sure the triplex is spaced evenly. So there is clearly a ball at the bottom, a ball in the middle, and a ball at the top. And they will just simply fall into your hands in the right places at the right time, assuming they're spaced correctly. There is obviously some room for error as well. So it might be a case of doing a triplex and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's okay to start off with. You're going to get used to it and you're going to have more control over the triplex as you continue to practice it. The last thing that we should try is going from the 5-ball multiplex pattern into the triplex. So all this is multiplex, and then at any point, instead of the next multiplex, you're going to do the triplex. So there, triplex. You can easily go straight into the cascade, and that's one of my personal favorite entrances. Again, there is no real additional trick. It's simply a case of as soon as you throw the multiplex, you're going to start the triplex. Obviously the 2 balls are going to come from the other side, but all the triplex is the multiplex plus another little throw that goes like that. So don't overthink it. It's not too complicated, assuming you have the prerequisites and assuming you practice the spacing of this throw. It's not too tricky to get. So thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Leave me a like if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this and other circus videos. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day.
Yeah.